Yama obibia kwa about the Basmat Ghana update so we a news update any day babe somo. Justice Kweku Baako ubia wane Honorable Kennedy akompre kwa Japan. Why adwuma ma ne pen. Na wodi nsem bia babe tuja watoto bi emane mpanifo bia omo wo man mu Anas lose wo court yi omugusu defending ne dendenden enam so mo keka bi de kire jeja wotena asem no so. Na no no kire mu mpanifo bi te se Mahama Kevin Taylor Manasa Zuri, Kwame Sefa Kayi, Kweku Baako, ene lawyer Samson Ladi Anyenini, mo motete hono mo ekeka nsem threaten jeje wotena asem no so se edi nti no bu asem no so sa no omfo mo asem emfiri ho nkokra na dan Anas no wan prepare ni case yi no akokko to akolusu a edi nti eno mo betata jeje no na dan Anas no wontimi lusu case ana krom hane de Anas nko akokota by force so no win case no na lawyer Samson Ladi Anyenini ono esanse oye surrogate edema abrantie frɛ no Anas aremeya Anas no ne na ye adwuma painti okotena TV so a no nwanwa se bibia mu a no afa ho no odi defend no oye bias towards the other party na nkanye bibia panimu ate se wo oyonko judge panyi enti sei de ne verdict ana ne judgment beto abonten a wonu sai ne hwan se okokeka nsem threaten no se di enti na ode sa judgment we abeto abonten enti wonu de obeka che omo se omo hweye pa won nsem hu na omo di no na Anas adwuma yeye na di na kwa wie sa enu enti omo nka oma no ntum na mra no ene Anas aremeya eni ni pepepepepe na nya adwuma na sa terrorist adwuma we de judge bia ni honum na wode koto nanim na so hwemu pai a obeso so sa nsɛmfoo yi so yenko tie Justice Kweku Baako se na ni abre na wotutu ni gya no keka ne nsɛm yeba yebeto aso
mo a mo start am we yes commentary sabi o matwen ho da se no abrantie Anas aremeya Anas ebetimi bi asanwa court na sa asɛm odi kwa ese so odi nkugo why because one prepare me here along with the asam court no luzu eyi ewram eni na mo keken watete ni pa bebre as ruling ni by a pet strange enough it is so common say Anas the asam be court ne we luzu a ni hu eye ne sen emu confusion be na say tumi sie judge ne boni be na waye Ghana for intini pe bi threaten judge Anas o be so mu judge ne. And this is coming at the back of Anas akoko and then Aremeya Anas inime guase to that extent that a judge could describe Anas as an investigative terrorist, or if you like, his practicing investigative terrorism really make crusade against Anas for well over a decade. But I'm really much more than glad to have heard that it's not me saying this to him, but a judge saying this to Anas. Again, another thought-provoking situation here, which goes like Anas can always be right. Listener, can always be right, can always be on point, and cannot get it wrong on the side of the law. So, why his surrogate want to push the rest of us to go along this direction? Why? Why? So I said, Anas Aremeya out there, on to me and court. Not on Luzu case, no. Etini ne surrogate for no and na mabonten. Yedede say. Tina Anas lose no as I said Anas akoko no we lose the whole Ghana media houses so a lawyer for a day we have to waste our time to discuss this because Anas lose this case. And you see there's a very good nice radio station being I have a lot of good friends over there, and for some reasons our radio station would have to take this matter one particular weekend and discuss to the fullest, and the host of that show, as pretty biased that he is, because we are one of those surrogates of Anas Anas, and for the fact that Anas lost the case. There, if you one headlines media they say the judiciary is attacking investigative journalism in Ghana. They ain't about why? Why must you do that? I didn't this time. Anas has lost the case. Now I Ghana yen TV day. Omana kola Manase Azuri. Edinam articles be basa and walk a kind of city. In fact, what he's trying to portray is more or less to suggest that the ruling of Justice Eric Bano is an affront to investigative journalism, and that is sickening. It tells how ignorant Manasseh is. And on the other hand, he was heard on another radio station, and that's some work and he said, and I quote him in a way, paraphrasing, to suggest that on any crop for more investigations, as soon as they catch on, they said, they should not offer money until the money is demanded. Or when I say, I feel no kind of answer. As soon as Manasseh can go, or say, until say anybody demand this scam, they should not offer money. I'm saying I feel no kind of answer. I don't think I won't come away Aremia. Because Aremia on Yan in Yomasa, there one, he goes to rent a hotel, prepare the room, ask me catch him 10 years ago, and I started to make us some way, actually Ghana for Mumu. Kweku Anafu ya miteria mufo boni respect mami ana eni baby titi America ni other place mu didi matter so mami ka we nche Ghana for ni bi look me starting into Kobia na say a crusade bia will never get it wrong. It's not about me, it is the power that God has vested in me, as in my crusade and in my ministry of journalism. Onyankopon di eni mo bibia well Anas no ne when we na mpanyinfo so akakase bia kire dia wosu biara so no ekwa enka obodu biara ni wa ya to aka eso aka ho ebeba fo ntele wo mwe Anas are emia wo mwe a debate na justice Grant's ruling will be considered as the affront and a crash on us, a way of trying to destroy investigative journalists. Bow your head in despicable shame and don't spill your ignorance on the rest of the Ghanaians. No, and will not allow you people to triumph.
Enuachi ena Justice Kweku Anan etwane nsɛm na wɔde warning ene kokɔbɔ soronko ema NDC fo sɛ ɔmonhwɛ ɔmo ho ye pa ɛwɔ abranteɛ Anas Aremeya wa Anas ho na wɔnyinya nyane ntie sɛ Mahama ene ɛsiedu nkatia try ya so ɔmo be defend abranteɛ friend Anas Aremeya wa Anas na ɔnde ɔbɛbɔ ɔmo kokɔ so wɔn hwɛ ye sɛ ɔno a na de parties ɛkɔ opposition nti so wɔn ma hwɛ ye no mo ama mbra no ne na ni sɛ ne sɛ na ɔmo tena ba bi ɔmo te na ɔmo support no ɛma ne kɔ so bɛyɛ de wɔyɛ na ɛninguase kɛseɛ pa na de bɛbrɛ NDC party na ɔsan so de kokɔ boni bi nso kɔma Kweku Baako ɛne Sefa Kayi sɛ ɔnte ase sɛ Anas star we a ɛkɔ court judges kra agye atum sɛ enkoyi na entwayi na yenim guase no still a ɔmo de ɔmo se sa star no ɔmo ditum na it is allowed everywhere in the world. Nsɛmfoo no de ɔse ɔno no Justice Kweku Anan ne de ɔnya de sɛ ɔbɛgye atum ɛnu nti kra na judge no so anye atum ɛnya no kre eni journalism book bia mu obabia na ne star no ɛnya allowed ɛwɔ babia. Yenko ni yenkotie Justice Kweku Anan so na ni abre a wɔkyerɛkyerɛ ne nsɛm yɛba yɛbɛto aso.
The National Democratic Congress NDC led by Johnson Asiedu Nkita Mepamocho NDC for try some back disassociating from the works of Anas. Let me say this quickly before I forget. Because Matese Ora Asiedu Nkita o kasa wo I would appeal to the National Democratic Congress NDC, any former President John Mahama, won't disassociate from the Anas Anas evil enterprise. His appeal mo far fine man fan, so that's okay. But once move level, because I did this, I said this prior to 2020 election. Said I gave back to my ye crusade against the NDC to lose 2020 election was because of this evil boy. Yes, and I'm not disassociate yourself from that evil enterprise, and it will help the National Democratic Congress. Other than say you can embrace him, and that's up to you people. Now, Moja, if Anas has ever created the impression to suggest that all materials, including pictures, videos, ever published about him were not his image, and that none of these materials can be traced to him, then on what basis reasonably Anas could go to court to seek redress over the same materials to have defamed him? Folks, Tiao, pictures ni videos are hodwa. Yemu bidipie abontain pictures, videos about ni ensamonia what die anything nipa wo memha. Anas about bontain because ni nara enyonwa na enye ne kre. It is a ni na enye ne kra. Enye sem bi se biom se on what basis and I bet in your court say image be our bontain, and again sa image no egu hufi. Yes, mon come in here. Adina nyawo dia video bi na beba oso no nyawo picture bi na beba oso enya nwa enti okokot sign for catch judge so bi egu hufi e wa konia sabe. In our common jurisprudence, the law even says that both the giver and the taker mu na no mu ye den mu ye guilty before the law. It is a gun you cry said in previous ye nim dia se ya Anas siko bi egu puno so dia man crofo mo magigi na it's against the law. And na mo so bin TV dey.
Justice Kweku Baako ewie no no sade ne nsem etu dwa se wonya ne ntie se legal luminary and civil society groups bi epeso mo che se judge ne verdict na ode baaye no wanya de kra no tro verdict ne te se de all act as an investigative journalist eno oka se omunya isa nkwase asem na omokeka no eni oka ne plain say a very nonsense, and it is unfortunate for them to say that if we say judge tro na de a based on evidence ene nyoma ye de agu nanim a ono nate watie a wahwe ene wotwro enti obia entimi mekeka saa nkwase asem no enkyere no 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 ohwemu a saa mpanifo yi civil society groups and legal luminary omonsem omokeka nyina efri se sa Anas areme ya Anas omokoye saa omonyuma bone no no de ba omonsunya kakra frim kakra ombenya de ase omata aso nti na ama omonso so mount defense den saa de ata Anas areme ya Anas echi no nti to ono no de judge ne judgment ene ne verdict na ode ba no boni bia ni hu na mum sa Anas ne kodi bone ne ba na onyambia o ma me support sa anyoma boni we yenko tie Justice Kweku Baako so wo cheche ni nsemu ye ba ye beto aso.
This is very wrong, and strange enough, as in some way some of these comments are coming from legal luminary and civil society group persons. How? I didn't tell them more cancer. Said Justice Barrow, now where Justice Barrow, now where Judge Bia. Said Judge ni ruling in the case of murder was the case. Now said Judge ni ruling. Does it mean say no? Judge in the 77 previous we go kum obi into must understand how a killing of a cat, a human being, is like as we watching him in the assess. I don't know better what come. Anas said what kind of nonsense man no? Do you think that Justice Bar should be able to, do investigative journalism in order to understand and appreciate what it's all about? I mean, how come this is complete hogwash? And you are bold enough to spill this rubbish for Ghanaians to consume. How dare you people? I see anything. Who did some fool Ghana near because many of our lawyers, some of these civil society groups, you benefited from this rubbish. And I mean, what we know a lot, eh? But it is with time. You see, every vindication of event is within the womb of time. When we read Arabia, I couldn't even describe you as a terrorist, a journalist practicing terrorism, meaning to me indescribable. But a judge was bold enough to do this, and I salute Justice Eric Man too much. Kudos to him. Kudos. Kudos to him. Justice Man need not to read books in order to appreciate what investigative journalism is. And evidence is said they better Justice Ban Emma Justice Ban or him and Senna oya den obe ruling enema bebre. Again, there are lots of things Justice Brown might have read. We didn't see. Alright, we didn't see. Now, some of us for well over 10 years, decade, me a catcher will say, that's nothing except what you call an entrapment process. It's not the unit one. And our man, one, two, woman, your catcher will be not say, I told you so. Almost when you go, I say, and no surrogate and more programmer, almost when you go, I say. You see, the most nonsense of all the things I remember now is so many careful. Maloba Trump in the full people my room. I'm serious, eh? And again, I don't want to be provoked to be doing all about the Arabia because we are just a summary of Sir Justice Bar report. First, and you gift. Some soon I'm going to Ghana and gift. When I catch them on my way, I'm in a team said, gift is unacceptable. One come indeed. And he funny a catch them in said, I tell you, I didn't I tell you. Anas could define this for me and say, how nonsense could he? He takes the best of the shot, not the wabba in the court of public opinion, just to embarrass all these innocent people. Say, why are they? In the case of Edu Wine, I am before Moshe Emasadu a course. But again, I can understand Edu Wine because Edu Wine, a chance Edu Wine tape a Pia one thing. It was a complete contract. More MPP for another mission years, and we know another day will tell that story.